We're talking Bears now. They're playing the Seahawks here at home on Sunday.
Bears a big favorite. So Sean Jensen from the Sun-Times is with us right now. And Sean, this is what Bears fans were looking for. It all worked out. They get to play the sub-500 Seattle Seahawks. How about that?
Listen, they're a dangerous team. You can't overlook them. But
Right.
the fact is, of the teams remaining, you'd rather play the Seahawks than anybody else. So this is a wonderful, surprise for the Bears. And, if you're the Atlanta Falcons, you can't be too thrilled about this. You're the #1 seed in the conference, and you're playing maybe one of the more dangerous teams left.
Yeah, that's true. So
Exactly.
what do the Bears need to do here? Let's stack up, because they didn't win the last time they faced off back in October. It didn't work out in their favor. What do they do now?
I think the big thing that you have to point out is the fact that the Seahawks have a tremendous coaching staff. Pete Carroll has assembled a really good staff. They had a great game plan coming out of the bye against the Bears. They executed it to perfection, and they barely won that game. Okay. Now you look at what they did against the Saints. Used their aggressiveness against them and was able to really put together a strong offensive performance and outscore the Saints. So it's a very good coaching staff, but it's one of the strengths of the Bears too. They've got former head coaches littered throughout the roster, and the Bears have had time to sort of work their game plan and put it together. The other thing I think it's important to note from that first game is two key players did not play for the Bears. Lance Briggs, who obviously is a big defensive playmaker, and Roberto Garza, who's been terrific, since he's moved back into that right guard spot. They've only lost 2 games with him in that lineup, and that offensive line's remained intact since then.
Okay. Let's look at the signature play of the weekend's games. Marshawn Lynch on Saturday. And where does this one rank in the great running plays that it's got to be up near the
It's
top,
up there.
doesn't
Well,
it?
one, you have to, when you look at those things, you look at significance.
Right.
This was a playoff game against a defending Super Bowl champion. It was, bouncing off 6, 7 different defenders.
Crazy.
8 different players had a chance to tackle him. And he made it. And again, it was an important time because they needed to sort of keep that pressure on the Saints. And so that was, I got to think it's one of the top 5 runs, in NFL playoff history.
They're obviously capable of making big plays. We just saw that. Put you on the spot for a second, Sean. Will the Bears make it to the Super Bowl?
Wow.
Could it happen?
To the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
I think it's distinctly possible, but I really want to see how they handle the Seahawks. I think they will beat the Seahawks. I kind of take the game-to-game approach.
Right.
But you look at the teams that are left, the Bears absolutely have a chance to be a Super Bowl team, but we've seen so much erratic play from them that I really want to see how they come out against the Seahawks. I am encouraged, though, that I think they will come out prepared because the coaching staff and these players really, it's healthy and they're pumped up about this run.
And then you can always root for the Packers to beat the Falcons in Atlanta, right? I mean, that would go
What a
along with the
game would
whole
that be?
plan and bring Green Bay here to Soldier Field a week from Sunday.
Can you imagine a better coup for the NFL than to have the Green Bay Packers play the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field for the NFC Championship game? That would be a dream come true for the league. And I think that a lot of people would be rooting for that.
Yeah, and for Bears fans, too. How cool would that be?
We just have a few seconds to. I'm going to put you on the spot for the games coming up this weekend. A quick thought: who's going to win and why? Patriots, Jets.
I think the Jets might pull an upset.
Yeah, you know what? I'm feeling the same way. Steelers, Ravens.
Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers. Packers, Falcons.
That's a tough
I think
one.
the Falcons are going to win that game. I think they're going to run the ball.
Yeah, right.
I think they're going to be able to run
And
the
you've
ball.
already established the fact, and I think we all know the Bears will win this weekend. Now, so then it's the Bears. Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. But it is fun to think about. You win this weekend, and you're in the Final Four. I mean, that's what more can you ask for, really?
Who would have thunk it early on in the season, right?
Yeah.
The way they looked early on.
Well,
So.
Lovie Smith apparently thunk it because he's been saying throughout the year, I've got a good team. So.
And he's been doubted, but you're right. He
Well,
was right.
we'll see where it goes. The hype is underway, that is for sure. Sean, thanks for coming in.
Good
Thank
to see
you.
Sean.
Sean Jensen of the Chicago Sun-Times.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a good Monday.
See you then.